What's up, everybody? Tactical Bearded Dad, and we have got something new for you today. I was lucky enough to be able to fly out to Nixa, Missouri, and come to Viking Firearms. I am here today with Jacob, one of the owners for Viking Firearms. Just wanted to kind of let y'all know who Viking Firearms is, and really kind of show off some of the new firearms that they've got coming out, and then also the one that we did for me. So Jacob, thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, no problem.
Greatly appreciate it. Yeah. So I guess first, just tell everybody who you are and where Viking Firearms came from.
So I kind of started off really building race cars, fabricating, stuff like that. Was doing that full time, and then decided I wanted to get into guns a couple years back. Started off, ran through my Glock building phase, did some SIG stuff, none that went off by themselves. Got that taken care of, got out of that, built AR stuff, like everybody does. Then I decided I was going to jump into the 2011, and I was like, I'm not going to spend that much on a gun, just, And then I ended up ordering one. Well, it took about 8 months to get in, and in the time frame that from ordering that to getting it, I just kind of very impatient. So I ended up buying all the parts, hand fitting and building my first one. It came out good.
Yeah.
It shot, honestly, it still shoots. I got it in the safe. It shoots really well. But from there, I just kept going, kept building more and more and more. And I was just building in my garage for a long time. Then one day I was posting some builds on Reddit, and a guy got a hold of me, wanted to buy one. Most of you know him as CJ, but he ended up buying one off me, and that's kind of what turned this all into something. At that point, we decided that we were gonna invest into some better equipment and stuff and have an actual facility to build in, more than my garage. And it kind of just ramped up from there. A lot of process of figuring out what parts, what tools are going to work the best, make it efficient, and then just trial and error and finding what I liked and what worked the best. And then here we are.
Sounds good. And I got to say, the workshop here is very impressive. And if you can, just kind of walk me through your process of how y'all get things started.
So we do not manufacture our frames and slides, obviously. So we get them, obviously. Everything is oversized. First step we go through is we fit every slide to every frame when they come in. Real nice fit. Then I'll go through and start with the barrel. It's just me and my nephew building here. So what we'll do, we get everything in. He'll fit slide frame. He'll go through, get all my measurements for my barrel, get everything lined out, put together a package, put it together in the cabinet, and then I will start my build process from there. I bring it over to the bench. I get all my measurements down. I cut my barrel hood, get that fit. I hand fit all the barrel feet. So once I got the hood fit, I'll start on the barrel feet, get that fit out. And from there, it's just, building out the bottom, going through all that stuff. We recently got new grips, our designs on them. They came out really well. I really like it. We have our standard that's going to be on, your most guns. And then we have a little more aggressive, which is an option. Both of them bite really well. This one's a little less abrasive, if you were going to carry or something, but when you actually clamp down on it and go to shoot, it doesn't try and move on you at all. So they came out really well done, very comfortable.
Yeah, I've got to agree. Yesterday we went out shooting, and there'll be some of that footage at the end and everything, but some of the firearms that we've got over here to the side, which we'll talk about, has this grip on it right here. And even though it doesn't feel that aggressive right off the jump, but once you grab onto it and you get your purchase, it just feels very nice in the hand. Something that you could still EDC and it not be too much, where this one is a lot more aggressive to me. It's something you probably wouldn't want to EDC because you'd probably tear your stomach up like crazy, but it feels very nicely. And I do, see some people, wanting that style as well. But that is something that I have seen y'all grow with, where, it was full customs all the time. And now y'all are coming out with your first releases. You're going to be doing 15 of them, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So, and with those 15, it was going to be 5 5-inch, 5 4.6, and 5 4.25s, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So can you tell us a little bit about that? Because I know that's what a lot of people are wondering about.
So yeah, we plan on doing a release of 15. We're going to launch the website as soon as these guns are done, ready to go. As soon as I get back from coding, all 15 will be here. Everything will be ready to ship. So that's when we're going to launch our website. I want to be able to launch it with 15 in stock, ready to go. So we came up with a design for that release gun. It'll be the only 15 ever made with these slide cuts. They'll all be the same color. Everything's going to be black DLC, polished flats, and then we have Red Dirt is actually doing us some custom triggers. They're going to be purple, so everything will be black DLC with just a purple trigger. But they are going to be all ported. The 5-inch has 6 1/8-inch inline ports. The 4.6 will have 5 1/8-inch inline ports, and the Commander 4.25 length will have 4 1/8-inch ports. All flush cut crown barrels. Everything will get the blending in the back. It'll be pretty much our standard. Everything's obviously still hand fit, hand touched, hand blended. But yeah, there'll be a limited run of 15 ready to go.
So that's something that I think everybody should be watching out for. When that website drops, they will have those 15 on it. So that would be something that make sure you want to keep up with his Instagram, keep up with all of that, to where you can see when that website releases. I will make sure to post about it as well, because I really feel like those first 15 are going to go quick. So you're going to want to make sure that you're on there and ready to have an account ready, whatever you need to do to be ready for that. I got a chance yesterday to shoot these, and again, they were wonderful. They felt great in the hand. They're fast as hell. The blending on it, Jacob is very well known for his blending on the grips and such. So that is something that we're always kind of in awe with. So really have enjoyed that. Really have enjoyed getting to know Jacob and the team here at Viking. I know you can see a couple more over here. So what do we got over here with these guys?
So this is our 4.25 flush mount comp. 3.5-inch barrel, 3.5-inch slide, and you got a 3/4-inch comp on the front. These things are fast. They run. They're flat for a little bastard. They'll impress you. They're a lot of fun to actually put rounds through and feel. This is my personal one. That's a steel grip, so it's pretty hefty. Yeah. That one there is a build for CJ, who originally bought the first build, and it's the same thing. We did a limited run of 2, just mine and his personal matching, comp and ports. Yeah, this thing came out sweet. Everything fits nice, and they're a blast to shoot. Yeah.
It was a ton of fun yesterday, which again, we'll have a ton of footage at the end of this video at the range day and everything. So to get back to like y'all's guns and everything, what's really cool with them is, they mainly come with Atlas. Can you tell me kind of about the internals with them? 'Cause I know it comes with that Atlas toolless guide rod. It's got the shielded safeties and such. So
basically a rundown of our parts that we use and everything, outside of slide frame and grip. So we use Jarvis for all of our barrels. They do a phenomenal job. Their machining's great. Their barrels all fit nice. They work really well with us. They just come out really nice. You get a really great fit every time. Obviously oversized, we got to make them all fit, but everything comes together really well with our slide and their barrels. You can't go wrong with these. They're awesome. All of our internals, so all of our ignition kits are Extreme Engineering. Again, great parts. They're always machined. I mean, really nicely. Tolerances are always the same. I mean, they're really nice. Haven't had a single issue out of any of their stuff. Triggers will be red dirt. They're working on us a design and everything right now. The first 15 release guns will have a purple anodized standard, like their F2, F3 style in them, until they finish our design on the other one. But as far as that, so then we can jump to Atlas parts. So Atlas parts, I like Atlas thumb safeties. They're just, you know, they're the best you're gonna get, in my opinion. Love the way they feel. That the high rod's just, it's the best for me. Most people enjoy that. Atlas toolless guide rods. We are using an Atlas optic cut, so we run all their plates. And I would say that that's about it. I know
some stuff you can't tell us, but I mean, from top to bottom, it is a phenomenal firearm. Like I said, I got the chance yesterday to shoot it. We had a ton of fun yesterday shooting all these different ones, and it was just really, it was nice to be able to come somewhere. And yesterday we built that 4.6 pretty much yesterday. We came in and they showed me from start to finish, had a blank slide. His programmer showed me how they do it, getting it all set up, took me to the machine, showed me how they cut it, just really all getting it to kind of a raw state to where we could check it, we could function test it, we could shoot it, you know, because they want to make sure that everything is running properly before they send it off to coding. And then after they get it back, they're going to check that as well. So, you know, most of these are ones that are still in its raw shape. But the whole reason why I came down here was for this baby right here. I know some of y'all have probably seen some of the footage with it so far, but this is the Tactical Bearded Dad Viking Firearm collab gun that we did. And before I even open this, I do have to say thank you to B&R Tactical as well, because I did kind of steal their design with some of it, and really liked it, something that they had done before, which you probably saw on my channel also. But this is how it is coming to me. So you get this really nice case. You've got the foam on the top, foam at the bottom, which holds your firearm. You hold that for me. Then with it, it's got the VF logo on the inside as well. And then on the underside, you've got your two mags, a 17 and a 20. And again, these are Atlas mags. You've got their card with all the instructions, their warranty info. Then you also get a VF keychain, which is very nice. So that's kind of how these set up. And if I'm correct, this is how the first 15 will come?
Yeah, the first 15 will come with the foam and the hard case.
So first 15 will come with a nice little setup like this. So, you know, everybody likes a nice hard case. So the star of the show though, let's talk about it. Tell me what you did with it, kind of how it came about.
So we had talked previously, wanted to do something that was kind of out of the norm. Nobody had really done it, but was something that would run and, you know, just be really well put together, perform well. We ended up coming up with a 4.6 overall flush mount comp. So there is some sort of magic voodoo with this thing. I don't know what it is, but it came out crazy wild, crazy flat. It's just, that thing shoots phenomenal. I don't know what it is. I've built 5-inch flat comp guns, flush mount comp guns that run great, don't get me wrong, but this thing just, I don't know, it's balanced. So we ended up building this. This is a steel grip. So it has a 4-inch overall slide, 4-inch threaded barrel, has the .600 front comp. That starts off life as a sight block. I go in and cut out the comps on them to my liking, to my size. This one also has the two inline ports there. It's fast, it's accurate, it's flat. I mean, we ran the piss out of this thing yesterday.
Yes, we did.
And she just wanted more. It just ran and ran and ran. And I mean, it's way faster than me. I'm not no speed shooter by any means, but this thing is, it's fast. It's a lot of fun to shoot.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to say, you know, when we first started talking about this months and months and months ago, you know, we kept saying that we wanted to do something that was a little different. That's the reason why we decided to go with the 4.6, because to my knowledge, I have not seen another 4.6 overall link that is comped and ported. You know, this is just one that is not a normal. But I will tell you that yesterday, this thing, first of all, it's buttery smooth. The action on it is just amazing. The tolerance on it is just, it's insanely tight tolerances, but the action on it, you would think that, you know, you are on glass with it. I mean, for better words. I love you know, we went with the Atlas shielded safeties. You know, it's just got the EGW ignition kit in it. We've got a Atlas trigger on it. You know, again, it runs the Atlas plate, so easy to change out. As you can see, the blending back here, I'm not sure how close we can get in with this, but you know, the blending on it is just beautiful. Super tight tolerances. We went with the aggressive grip, and it is a steel grip just to give it a little bit more weight, and I like the aggressive feel of it. You know, it was really cool. We did the little cutout on the magwell, you know, the way that his logo sat and everything like that. It was really cool to be able to just do something a little bit different. But it's just the machining they did on it is very nice. His programmer really takes a lot of passion in what he does. You know, everyone here, you can just see it in them. You know, yesterday when we were putting these things together and everything, they just, I mean, they were all smiling while they were doing it. You know, this is more than just a job for them. You know, you can see the love, the passion, you know, in everything that they do. You know, so I was very lucky and, you know, excited to have been able to work with Viking Firearms, Jacob, you know, and getting the chance to come out here and see everything. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. This is the first time I've ever really done a interview like this, in which everything is happening with us. We got lights going off, we got compressors going off, you know, but you know, again, this is something new for me. So, you know, I think Viking Firearms is a company that you need to keep an eye out for. You know, once their website drops and these 15 hit, and, you know, I think you're going to hear more and more about Viking. There's more of these customs out there than you know about. He has built a pretty good amount for a lot of the people that I know. He's got a lot that's in the works right now. I mean, from what I'm seeing, he's probably got, what, 10 other customs that are going on right now?
Yeah.
I mean, and there's more in the works. So it's one of those where this is definitely a company you need to keep an eye out for. I think they are just going to continue to grow and grow. I can see the love, the passion that Jacob and the entire team has here. You know, and like I said, I mean, they are making some really cool shit. You know, when I first got into 2011s, the 4.25 was a gun that I always wanted, but I had builder after builder after builder tell me that it wasn't possible. But there are several that have been made with him. And, you know, it's just one of those that he is trying to push the envelope a little bit more, which I think is cool. We need more, you know, builders out here that are trying to push the envelope and trying to make things a little bit different than the norm. You know, and I think we see that with this, we see this with this. You know, it's really cool that they're going to have their pretty much like their production guns that are going to be out, but you're still going to be doing customs, right?
Yeah, so we're going to run our lines. We're going to have, you know, our basic standard ported or non-ported 5-inch 4.6, and then Commander 4.25. So we will be doing customs. The customs are just going to have, you know, they're going to be longer lead times with us doing everything, and trying to keep the standards pretty quick, trying to keep those with a fast turnaround, so they'll be readily available hopefully soon. The custom stuff is going to take a little longer, but we are still going to do customs. I don't want to step away from that. It's kind of, you know, what really started this all. So I'd hate to leave that in the dust.
Get away from that.
Yeah, so
definitely.
I think that's a big thing. I don't want to lose where we came from and chase a dollar, I guess you would say. I want to stick to what we enjoy doing, what we want to do. I plan to work with very limited distributors. Most sales are going to go directly through us because I want to keep it that way. I want to stay working for us, not a big company who's going to, you know,
try to
overstack us. Yeah, try to control our process, what we do. So I want to keep it small. I want to keep it fun. I want to enjoy it. I want everybody to enjoy it. I want to build just cool stuff for everybody to get and enjoy. I mean, keep it fun.
Well, Jacob, I appreciate you allowing me to come out here. It has been a blast.
Yeah.
It has been a lot of fun just getting to meet you. I know we talk all the time, and I bug the hell out of you with this thing. But I really appreciate you bringing me out here, us checking this all out. Like I said, y'all, Viking Firearms, you need to be keeping an eye on them. If there is a custom build that you want, you might want to jump in pretty quick, because I have a feeling that his, I guess, clientele list is about to get even bigger and bigger. And it's just one of those that Jacob, his team here, they have the passion. They love what they're doing. It is a business for him, but it's still love. It's still passion. He cares about everything that he's doing with it. And I saw that in the last few days that I've been here. You know, this man is, I can see he's taking time away from his family to do this. And, you know, that's one of those that, you know, you do sacrifices to get the company up to where you want it to be. And I see this company just growing more and more and more. So, again, Jacob, I really appreciate your time.
No problem.
Appreciate you getting me out here. You know, but guys, that's it for this one. Hopefully I'll be doing more of this and trying to get out to some of these other companies that are doing just really cool stuff. But it was also awesome for this to be my first one, and with Viking, with the custom build that we did. So as always, thank y'all for checking me out. Please subscribe, like, hit all them damn buttons. You know, that's the way that it helps me and everything. So, you know, appreciate it and hope y'all enjoyed. What's up, everybody? Tactical Bearded Dad here, and we are out with Viking Firearms, shooting, testing, and showing off the Tactical Bearded Dad Viking Firearm 2011. This thing is beautiful. From the time I saw it, we started building this a while back, and I am absolutely in love with it. It is a 4.6 comped and ported. The design is set up. I did take some cues from my guys in Hawaii, B&R Tactical. I got to thank them for allowing me to use some of their design with it, because I fell in love with it. So we got it all set up. It is optic cut. We have got a extreme ignition kit in it, aggressive grip, magwell with a nice little cutout with it. Wanted to do something a little different with that. We have got Atlas shielded safeties. It has got an Atlas toolless guide rod. So just loving the firearm so far. We're going to shoot it a little bit and show it off to you, but I've got to thank Viking Firearms. They brought me out here to check it out, test it out, check out their shop. We will be releasing a full video of all the fun that we've had out here. But for right now, let's shoot this baby a little bit and show you what Viking Firearms is all about. All right, so we're back. Viking Firearm, 4.6, comped, ported, 10 rounds real quick. Tell me what you think. What's up, everybody? Tactical Bearded Dad here, and I am out at the range with Viking Firearms, and we are taking a look at their new 5-inch and 4.6 that will be releasing very soon. This is going to be a 15 gun run. They're going to have 5 5-inch, 5 4.6, and 5 4.25. They're all going to come with their new grip that they've just released. And also we'll have that 6-port inline system. Very nice, all hand fitted. Flush and reverse crown barrel, Atlas toolless guide rod, shielded safeties, new design, optic ready, magwell set up for it. These will be coming in an all black with purple trigger. We're just out here doing some testing with it. So stay tuned. We are out here with Viking Firearms. We are shooting one of their new 5-inch. This is going to be a production gun that they will be doing. They are doing a 5-inch, a 4.6, and a 4.25. So they're all going to come, have their new style grip, shielded safeties. It will be all black with a purple trigger, and then you're also going to have the inline porting, tri-top, pockets in the front. So let's do a little shooting and let you see how this baby runs. All right, yo, so range day is almost over. Last mag that I've got to have a big thank you to Viking Firearms for bringing me out, us releasing the Tactical Bearded Dad Viking collab gun. Again, this thing is absolutely beautiful. So want to show it off a little bit more, one more mag through it, and then we got to say bye. But here we go. Again, Viking Firearms, thank you, sir.